You guys will not believe what Pastor Chris did. You guys will not believe that Pastor Chris went ahead and got married to the same lady that he proposed to, that caused all the problem that is big, that is all over social media right now. Anyways, my name is Bob. Make sure you do well to like and share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's go to the main gist of the day. I was on my own on social media. That's when I saw blogs. Pastor Chris has gotten married. Pastor Chris has gotten married. I say, what? This is unbelievable. So Pastor Chris went ahead and got married to this woman he proposed to, because it was this woman that he proposed to that made Actress Doris came out and, no, you cannot marry this woman now. Who do you want to leave me for? This Pastor Chris went ahead and responded to Doris by marrying this woman. By marrying this woman he wanted to marry in the first place. This is trouble. So Pastor Chris has finally gotten married to this woman, the woman he initially wanted to marry, got married to, the woman he proposed to, that made Doris come out on social media and start dragging and accusing Pastor Chris of so many offenses. He accused Pastor Chris of being responsible for the death of his brother. He accused Pastor Chris of sharing her nude to people. My people, this matter, in overhand, it just did begin. Not long after, she was on a live video with Daddy Freeze, where she revealed some other things. She shared the story of how they met in Abuja, of how she got married and she was still having conversation with Pastor Chris, and all the video they were making during the marriage and all the tutorial video they were doing during the marriage. There is a lot. Recently now, currently as we are speaking currently now, Actress Doris have come out with fresh allegation, fresh claims that Pastor Chris got married to this woman simply because he wants to hide his shame, that he doesn't want to get exposed. That is why Pastor Chris got married to this woman. He said Pastor Chris was forced to marry this woman. Actress Doris is still dragging Pastor Chris, claiming that Pastor Chris raped the woman. That is why the mother of the woman forced Pastor Chris to get married to the girl. That if Pastor Chris doesn't marry the woman, they will expose her in secret, Pastor Chris' secret rather. So she is saying now currently that Pastor Chris got married to this woman simply because he raped the lady, and the lady's mother, who is a choir coordinator, choir master in the church, insists that Pastor Chris must marry the daughter, else they will expose Pastor Chris. Why is Doris saying this now? Is this true? Could this be true also or not? Or is it because Pastor Chris has actually finally gotten married and she's just looking for anything to say to discredit the marriage? Because she's saying currently now again that she wasn't even looking for marriage with Pastor Chris. That why would she marry someone that murdered her brother? That she was looking for opportunity and have a need to revenge all that Pastor Chris has done to her. That was why she came out and started calling out Pastor Chris and started exposing Pastor Chris. She said it was God that told her that it is time to expose this man. But with all that is happening now, it baffles me that Pastor Chris have not said a word. All these allegations are strong allegations against someone who is a pastor of many thousands of people. This allegation can tarnish this man's image. And with the way things are going right now, I think he's going to end up in court. By the end of the day, probably Pastor Chris is going to sue this woman to court for defamation of character. Because this is too much. Doris claimed that, Actress Doris claims that she has evidence to all that she's saying right now. But if this matter gets to court, will those evidence stand? Because these allegations are so wild. Because when this matter gets to court, Doris will prove how Pastor Chris is responsible for the murder of her brother. She is going to prove that. I am shocked. This is like the controversy of the season. This is like the last controversy of the year. Christmas controversy, the super story of December. At this stage, I don't know what to think or what to say anymore. My people, I leave it in your hands. What do you guys think concerning this matter? Because Pastor Chris has not said anything. Does that confirm what Doris is saying? Or is it that Doris is looking for attention? Because right now that Pastor Chris has finally got married, Doris is attacking the marriage right now, saying she doesn't even care for the man, about the man. She doesn't want the man to marry her. She's just looking for avenue to avenge the man, that the woman was raped, that Pastor Chris was forced into the marriage because he doesn't want the story. This is too much. What do you guys think concerning this matter? Is it that Pastor Chris is innocent, that is why he is keeping quiet about it? Or Pastor Chris doesn't just want to give Doris attention? Whichever the case might be, I pray that the both party gets what they want. Pastor Chris and Actress Doris, I pray that they get what they want to. In the meantime, until I come again next time, until I bring new update concerning this story for you guys next time, you do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and drop your comment. What do you guys think about this matter? Is Actress Doris just looking for attention, or she is right all along concerning this matter? Anyways, until I come again, until I come your way again next time, I leave you guys here.